lovelies. My name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit, and I have a paranormal pantivity update for you guys. Now, this is going to be a good update, but I do have a little bit of explaining to do. So before I get into that, this project was created by Andrea, who is also pretty as a peacock, so please go check her out down below. Everything about this project is listed in the description box as always. So I'm going to start off with the products that have been in here the longest and worked up to what was rolled in last month. So first and foremost, I have two prompts that are both from this palette. So one is Revenant, which is the Laguna bronzer, and the other one is Doppelgänger, which is the NARS orgasm blush. So those prompts are more or less the ones that are always in your collection, or they have come back into your collection. And I've only gotten a little bit of use on each of these shades, so these are going to be in here probably until the end of this project. My goal is to hit pan on both of them. I'm really not focusing in on these as much as I was kind of hoping I would, but I said, I don't know if it was last update or the one before, that when I feel like I want to reach for them, I will. I'm not going to make myself feel like I'm forced to, so when I have a blush that I don't know I want to use or something like that, I can reach for this, or if I'm feeling like I really want to use them, then I can. So do expect these to be in here for a little while, but I'm happy that I'm at least getting a little bit of use on these because it's more than I would have been if it wasn't in this project. So at least there's that. So next is the prompt Ghost, which is some unfinished business, and I've been working on the Soft Glam and Norvina palettes by ABH. Now, did you guys see my eyeshadow palette collection video? Because you would have seen something in there, which I do need to explain a little bit. So I thought it was a great idea to depot the shades that I wanted out of those palettes. Then I decided to sit down and swatch them one night because they were very crumbly and all of the matte shades were just way too dry. It wasn't even worth it anymore. So I decided to keep 5 shimmer shades, made its way down to 4 because one of them just evaporated. I don't know what happened to it. So I have 4 shimmer shades left from both of these palettes. So I don't know which is from what necessarily, and I'm not too worried about it. I'm just calling this my Soft Glam and Norvina palette. So these 4 shades are the ones that I want to focus on for this prompt. I was just kind of setting light goals for myself for this prompt, and whenever I felt like I had enough use on both of those palettes, I would get rid of them. My goal is going to be to completely finish these 4 shades up. I don't need them around anymore. I really do think that holding on to those palettes as a whole, like without depotting them, was kind of holding me back without realizing it. Because once I had depotted it, put them into another magnetic palette, I wasn't reaching for them at all. I'm sure the packaging had a lot to do with it. And just wanting to hold on to them, wanting to have those palettes in my collection. But in the long run, it just wasn't doing me any good. I had gone through so many of those shades. I finished off, I hit pan, I had really good use because that was my pan that palette for 21. Like both of those palettes had really good use on them. It was still a little sad when I decided that I was going to just depot them, get rid of them, but I think that's what I needed because holding on to those 2 just wasn't doing anything for me. So unfortunately, I did get rid of them, but these are the 4 shades that are left, and I just want to completely finish them off. Then I can say that my Soft Glam and Norvina palettes are completely done and gone. So we'll see how long it's going to take. I'm not going to be in too much of a rush to finish those either. Maybe a couple of them get use on here and there. So we'll see how long those are going to be in for. But once those 4 are completely finished, then I will finally roll this prompt out. And by that point, I will feel like I've had more than enough use on both of those palettes. So next I have the last 3 prompts are the ones that I rolled in last month. So the first one is Necromancy. And I decided to roll in this Kaja Moon Crystal Pigment. My goal was just to use it in the last month, see how much I was going to use it. And honestly, I don't think I've used this once. So I'm going to keep it in for 1 more month, and then I'm going to roll it out in the next update, whether I have used it or not. I just wanted to get a little bit of use on it. I may have used it once, but I don't remember. So because of that, I'm saying I haven't used it at all, and my goal is going to be to use it just a little bit, and I will roll it out next month. Next, I had rolled in Kelpie, which was something that you use either at night or in the bath, one of those two. And I rolled in my Farmacy Clean Green cleansing balm. So the original one that I was using only had a couple of uses left. So of course I finished that off. And then I was rolling in the pear scent from the holiday trio that I got for Christmas. I finished that one off as well. Now I finished it off a little bit sooner than I was expecting because I kind of ran out of cleanser and I didn't have time to go pick up a new one. So I was kind of using the cleansing balm a little bit extra, like a couple times a day instead of just that night. So I have started working on the blueberry one, which was second in the pack. And you can see there that there's some use on it. So I have finished off the pear one and I finished off the regular one, which means that this prompt is being rolled out, which is super exciting. And then last but not least was Bloody Mary, and I rolled in my Papa Don't Peach blush. My goal was to expand the pan. I wanted to see where I was sitting at. Why was that so difficult to get out? I wanted to see where I was sitting at in a couple of months. But I expanded the pan and I hit the ring that I was wanting to hit. So I got some good use on this baby. I love this, as I've said time and time again. So what I'm going to do is I am going to roll it out this month as well. I may still reach for it. I mean, I'm not going to stop myself from that, but just to get this project going a little bit, I am going to roll this out because technically I did hit my goal on it, which was to expand the pan, and I was hoping that I could hit that ring, and I did that. So I have 2 prompts rolling out, which is so exciting. So I'm going to pause this for a second, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to randomize 2 new prompts, figure out what products I'm working on, and I will be right back. All right, so we have 33 prompts to roll through. I'm just going to randomize 1 through 33. And if I end up choosing a prompt I've already done, I'm just going to re-roll. So I'm just going to clear the history, go 1 through 33. Okay. So let's roll in 2 numbers. We have 9 and 19. 9 and 19. Okay, let's see what those are. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dybbuk, a product still in its box. I've already done that one, so we will re-roll for that. The 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. A product you bought because someone else told you to or recommended it. Okay, so I already know what I'm pulling. Maybe. Okay, well, let's re-roll for the first prompt there. 32. I said there's 33 prompts, so I did that already. That's Spirit, a nature-themed product. Number 1. Poltergeist. Okay, I haven't done that one yet. So Poltergeist is a product that gives you trouble. So either it's like hard to use, difficult packaging, something along those lines. So I have to find a product that's difficult or that gives me trouble and a product that I bought because of somebody else's recommendation. Oh boy. Okay, let me go figure out what I want to use and I will be right back. All right, so I have my products. Let's get into this. So prompt number 1 was Poltergeist, which was a product that is like gives you trouble. So either it's just hard to use or it's faulty packaging. Now I'm going to roll in the Aether Beauty. This is the Supernova Crushed Diamond Highlighter in Pink Diamond Dust. And the reason I'm pulling this in is because of this thing right here. So it is really annoying. It's not that it's difficult or anything. It's just, it's annoying because a lot of the times I kind of forget and then I'm like, I have to, yeah, it's just frustrating. So this is a pink highlighter, which is super pretty. And I think I'm going to have a lot of use. Yeah, it's just annoying having to wrap it each time. So it's a little bit difficult. No, I think you can see that. It is really pretty. So I'm actually excited to get some more use on this. I had this in a project sometime last year. I enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to getting some more use on this. And my goal is going to be to use this 10 times. Make it easy. Now, the other prompt, I can't remember what it's called at the moment. Seance? Something along those lines. A product that you bought because of somebody else. Summer vibes. I think my brother's here. So I bought this because of Alessandro Lisette. This is what it's looking like. I do have to end this video right now. So I'm going to use this a total of 10 times. I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes going right now, but it is what it is. So I'm going to use this 10 times, use this highlighter 10 times. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I had to rush the end of this video, but I do hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.